When John and I growing up, the word ED was not anything we ever heard of. The only time we ever saw ED was for Mr. Ed. Remember Mr. Ed?
Oh, I'm Mr. Ed.
Mr. Horseteeth.
Yeah,
right?
Mr. Horseteeth, right? Mr.
Right? Yeah.
Or we had friends named Ed. But
Right.
now it seems like an unbelievable amount of guys don't suffer from Mr. Ed syndrome. I have seen guys with horse teeth,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen that.
They seem to suffer from erectile dysfunction. And
Yes.
it's all in their head, not in their ed.
Right.
So what do you do if you have erectile dysfunction? First off, okay, if you're over the age of 40, it might be something physical. It may not be mental.
Could be.
Could be something physical. You know, you may be overweight, the blood may not be flowing to your dick. So you may have something, you may actually have a real reason to go see a doctor. But I got to tell you, under that age, you're physically able to get an erection. The problem is you're so in your head and not in your ed. You're so in your head all the time when it comes down to having sex. And that's a big issue I've seen for a lot of young guys nowadays. So what do you do to get out of it? First off, you got to have this mantra. You got to really wake up every single day and say to yourself, it's okay if I come quickly. It's okay if I don't please her the first time around. It's okay if I've got performance anxiety the first time, because you know what, to be honest with you, the first time sucks with any single woman because you're in your head most of the time thinking to yourself, God, this is awkward. I've never been naked with this person before. Here we are naked and I got to perform. I mean, if you think about it, all the performance anxiety, you never hear a woman saying, you know, I've got erectile EV.
No,
you know, I've got erectile vagina syndrome.
No, but one of the things you're saying there, that's so, everything you said, all the points you were saying, it comes back to one thing. Stop trying to make it so perfect. Don't make it the sex the end-all, be-all. And remember, it's not all, like, sex isn't just about an erection. It's about her body. Her entire body's something to appreciate. You can bring pleasure to her in 1,000 ways besides penetration. When you look at it like that, about bringing her pleasure, instead of, I got to get it up, I got to get it in, we got to make it that, then that's where all the pressure is. And you remove the pressure and you find lots of ways to please her, so whether that occurs or not, it's not the end of the world.
Not only that, you have to believe you're actually a really good lover. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things. I mean, I've got a sexual fantasy course, and a lot of it is mindset, because a lot of guys I found don't have the right mindset. If you don't believe you're a great lover, I mean, anybody, first off, I mean, if you think about it, we all got great moves, okay? You know, there's probably 10 moves at work every single time, right?
Yeah.
So once you learn how to do that, once you learn how to use your hands and your fingers, and don't be afraid to eat the vagina, okay, guys? Yeah. Don't be afraid to eat pussy, all right? Because women love to be eaten. Don't be afraid to eat, and don't expect a blowjob if you're not going to eat pussy. It's not fair at all, right? But anyway, it's like you need to really prepare your mindset, because sex is a lot about mindset. Do you actually believe you're a good lover? Do you believe that you can turn a woman on? Do you believe that you can make a woman feel really great? It's about believing it. And I've worked with guys that had Mr. Ed syndrome. A lot of the guys that had Mr. Ed syndrome have really had it inside their mind. Well, just like John said, the pressure to perform. She's not expecting Superman.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
Or the $6 Million Man. She's not expecting any of that the first time. She's not even expecting Knight Rider. What she's expecting is just a warm, tender, sensitive guy that really wants to get to know her. So you know what? Just take your time when it comes down to sex. If you're sleeping with women too quickly and you're putting pressure on yourself, that's part of the reasons why you're suffering from ED.
I got a little special thing. What you can also do to remove the pressure is you can put a little, you know, I'm not a proponent of pills at all, but you can have a little pill in your wallet, right? And it's like in case of emergency, break glass. And a lot of times just knowing that's in your wallet, knowing you have this backup thing that's going to get you hard no matter what's going on, no matter nuclear bombs are going off, you're going to have a hard on. That will just kind of like trick your brain and release the pressure. So it's all about letting go of the pressure. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, it is all about that.
All right, guys. Any good questions, come to my blog on my website, davidwygant.com. See you there.